Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And off we go from Jacksonville. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively, because in today's NFL, teams will use their wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds. They'll move them back in the backfield and make them running backs. Partner, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll run here with Etienne. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Dempsey, flush to his right. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 40, and the ball is knocked out. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keep. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And some good running out of the gates as he takes this up to the 33. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Another good carry there for the NFL's 2nd leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
But I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's 1st or 2nd or even 3rd in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Again to Henry. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority, because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Frank's looking to throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They go play action with Franks. Over the middle, complete. That's Brown. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 25th touchdown, tying him and Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because as you noted, the defense has played well enough for them to win games, and the offense has held them back. So they've got to reward that defense by improving on offense. I don't know if you make a change, a quarterback, running back, tight end, it doesn't matter. Get better players.
And this is taken in at the 5. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play for the Jaguars. When he launched that football, I'm guessing he was thinking end zone, but he'll take it. Now they're knocking on the door.
I like the way you can read his thoughts. Think of it from the opposite side of the ball. They thought they had a chance to make a play and knock it away. Didn't get it done. Can they reset now and hold them to a field goal?
They'll try to run with ETN. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Right there, 54. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. 54. Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Back to throw. Dempsey got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Noah Fant, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open.
And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Returning it, Hill. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Now a handoff to Henry. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to 3rd down. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Now the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And this is going to be a Titans first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in a big lumber to pick up that first down. Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. A first down carry for Henry. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he's got room. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, his 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 8. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
It takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Now, these two division rivals, a couple of late games on the schedule this year. Their first meeting, you might remember, was back in Week 10, and it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47, and this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you've got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
On first down, it's Henry fighting him off. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 103 yards for him now on the ground as he goes over the century mark here. I'd say he's ready for the playoffs ahead, no doubt. Derrick Henry, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Franks now. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He didn't, gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
So the face mask moves him closer, and now 1st and goal. They'll run with Henry. And a nice pick up there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
On 2nd down, it's Henry. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the 3rd most in a season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 15 now. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, Williams. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Dempsey. That's once again complete to Chark. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A reminder once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple of big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here this first half. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. This is Henry fighting through. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
These two teams met in Nashville earlier in the year, with the Titans coming away victorious. So a win here in Jacksonville would give them the season series.
Franks. He completes it to Julio Jones.
Frank's pass complete to Julio Jones. It's a gain of 6 and a Titans first down.
Henry will get it. He's been busy today.
167 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Now Franks. A throw left side taken in by Kmet.
And it's a Titans touchdown. Cole Kmet, his 4th touchdown on the year.
And the Titans are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
28, Jaguars 6.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
And we'll see how they want to play this. Just a little over 20 seconds to go.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, watch that. Watch that. 60 bucks. 60 bucks. Go.
On 1st and 10, Dempsey.
And that's complete ETN out of the backfield.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Mike 54. Mike 54. I know. Check. No check. Watch twist. Watch twist. Check. Crunch. Crunch.
Throwing on 1st down. Dempsey uncorks one for Davis. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, watch that.
the play fake. Dempsey. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
A final shot before break. Dempsey, he's going to go up top for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So we reach halftime here with the visiting Titans taking the lead into intermission. As we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee you he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Second half begins with a run by Henry. And he's got some space here. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year. And the Titans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off play action. Dempsey being chased out left. And that is caught. It's Davis. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Off the play fake. Dempsey. He'll air this one out deep for Davis. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. Gosh, you add up last week and this week now. That's 9 interceptions in this 2-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game?
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this was just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the roads
true.
will be fairly clear by the time we have to leave the booth.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Henry. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 226 yards rushing for him now on the afternoon as he just continues to pummel this defense. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
51 the mic.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Double up. He's coming, double up. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
Running from the gun with Henry. And this is going to be a Titans 1st down as good running gets him to about the 44.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
A pair of 1st downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Henry out of the pistol. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Check 26, check 26. 44, 44, Mike, 44. Down to lose one.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
So now at 3rd and 7, and defensively, it's a dime look, 6 DBs. Off the play fake, here's Franks. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's Jamie Gillen now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Now a first carry for their fullback. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on fourth down.
Check 4. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Now it's Henry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Henry again on second down. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
On 3rd down, Henry. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Quit talking about it and bring it.
They'll try to run this one in. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. Here's Henry. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 29, too short of LaDainian Tomlinson's all-time record 31. And the Titans are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Now the extra point try forthcoming. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
42, Jaguars 6.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And Williams going to sit on this one. It'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Off play action. Dempsey on the move to his left. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Sometimes guys get locked into such a groove. What do we call it? The game's slowing down. They see everything happening almost in slow motion. They see the lanes develop. I feel like he's right there.
Well, and you want this from your leader, right? With this deficit, this stage of the game, 2nd half, no quit in him.
0.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Titans are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable 4th quarter lead. Fights off the defender. And the stiff arm proved fruitful for a second, but the daylight quickly snuffed out. A gain of 3, 2nd down. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards, second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight-ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up second and 8.
Eight yards to go on second down.
I'm coming for you. You mine. 51's a mine.
They'll try and choose some clock with Henry. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Let's go.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
They'll run on first down. Henry. Gary and Conley, the one to bring him down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And bulldozing his way through. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. A run there with Henry as he gets forward only for about 3. Second down coming up.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
That's right, baby. They don't want it.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. And his kick is good. And they're well on their way now as the lead grows even larger. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. Just too much to handle on the other side in this one. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Nice satisfying run on first down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Dempsey out to his left. This is the tight end Fant. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. The bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
Off play action. Dempsey. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
56, Mike 56, right there, 56. You must be getting tired of seeing me. Bang, 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 bang.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 12. And the Titans come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball